Did you know that skipping breakfast can increase your risk of obesity by 43%? Most likely, this is because when you skip breakfast, you might end up consuming unhealthy snacks and energy drinks containing lots of carbs and sugars, eventually getting too many calories than you'd be getting from a satisfying breakfast. But that's not all. Many unhealthy breakfast choices can leave you feeling drained and craving sugary snacks later on. So, in this video, let's learn about 5 such breakfast foods that do you more harm than good and see some better alternatives to fuel your body, enhance focus and productivity during the day, and improve your overall health. Let's begin. Number 1. Deep-fried foods. Deep-fried breakfasts, while tempting, can be harmful to your health due to several factors. Firstly, deep frying significantly increases the calorie content of food. French fries, for example, can have up to 42% more calories after being deep-fried. Consuming this extra energy, especially in the morning, can contribute to weight gain over time, if not balanced with exercise. Also, this additional calorie burden forces your body to work harder to process and store the excess energy, gradually slowing down your metabolism. Secondly, deep frying typically makes use of low-quality vegetable oils that are very high in saturated and trans fats. These types of fats are linked to various health concerns, including high LDL or bad cholesterol, which can build up in arteries and raise your risk of heart disease and stroke. Additionally, free radicals created during the metabolism of these foods may contribute to chronic inflammation, which has been associated with type 2 diabetes and even many types of cancers. Plus, the high heat involved in deep frying can destroy many vitamins and minerals naturally present in the food. Compared to healthier breakfast options, deep-fried foods may leave you lacking essential nutrients for good health and energy. The American Heart Association recommends limiting saturated fat intake to less than 10% of your daily calories. So, it's best to avoid or at least limit deep-fried foods like donuts, burritos, fritters, or hash browns, and focus on whole, unprocessed foods to maximize nutrient intake and avoid unhealthy added fats. Number 2. Bread. Many breakfast breads, especially white bread, bagels, and commercially prepared varieties, are high in refined carbs and simple sugars. These carbohydrates are quickly digested, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar. That'll make you feel extremely energetic for some time. But this energy and sugar spike is short-lived and quickly fades away as insulin quickly makes your body store all the extra sugar in the form of fats. This can lead to fatigue, decreased energy throughout the morning, and even increased cravings for sugary or high-carbohydrate snacks later in the day. Moreover, refined carbs, especially white bread, typically have a high glycemic index, a measure of how quickly they raise blood sugar. Studies show that high GI diets are strongly linked with weight gain and obesity, especially when not balanced with other healthy choices and physical activity. Even many widely available brown bread or whole wheat bread typically contain a relatively small portion of whole wheat flour, with a significant proportion of refined flour mixed in. Many multigrain breads also include refined or white flour in their composition. Plus, these breads often contain refined palm oil, dough conditioners, artificial flavors, and preservatives. What's even more unsettling is that the brown color of brown bread doesn't usually come from whole wheat flour, but rather from added colorants. Many brown breads contain an ingredient known as INS-150A, a dark brown coloring agent created by heating sugar. Yes, sugar. So it's best to avoid refined flour products and look for labels that mention whole wheat flour as a primary ingredient. Always read the food labels and see how much fiber and other nutrients it contains compared to your daily needs. Number 3. Muesli. Muesli, a mix of rolled oats, nuts, seeds, and dried fruits, is a popular breakfast choice, often seen as healthy and convenient. But while it can be a nutritious option, there are some downsides to be aware of, especially when it comes to store-bought varieties. One big concern is sugar. Sure, dried fruits naturally add sweetness, but many store-bought mueslis are packed with added sugars. Studies show that some brands have a whopping 18.6 grams of sugar per 100 grams, which is close to the daily recommended limit for most adults, To avoid this, look for muesli that says no added sugar on the label and watch your portion sizes. You can also add the desired sweetness with fresh fruit instead of relying on sugary store-bought options. Another thing to consider is protein. Protein keeps you feeling full and satisfied for quite longer as compared to sugars or carbs. Studies show that eating a protein-rich breakfast makes us eat less and avoid unhealthy cravings later in the day. And not just calorie control. Studies show that people who eat a protein-rich diet perform much better on cognitive tasks and have significantly better focus compared to those who skip breakfast or those who eat high-carb or high-fat foods. Simply pair your muesli with other protein sources like nuts, seeds, yogurt, or even low-fat milk. This easy addition can make your breakfast much more nutritious and keep you feeling fuller for longer. Number 4. Ready-to-eat meals. Starting your day with a grab-and-go breakfast might seem convenient, but it often lacks the important nutrients your body needs to function well during the day. A 2020 study shows that compared to meals cooked at home, ready-made options have up to 30% less fiber and 17% fewer vitamins and minerals. These meals are also often loaded with unhealthy fats and refined carbohydrates. A 2019 study showed that 68% of frozen breakfast meals available have more unhealthy fats than the recommended daily limit. Another concern with these meals is their high sodium content. A 2018 study found that 70% of frozen breakfast entrees have more sodium than the recommended daily limit for adults, which is 2,300 milligrams per day. This excess sodium can contribute to high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. While not all ready-made meals are bad for you, opting for healthier alternatives is important. Read food labels carefully and choose options that are lower in unhealthy fats, sodium, and refined carbohydrates. Number 5. Sweetened hazelnut spread. While these chocolatey spreads may be a breakfast favorite, their nutritional composition raises concerns, especially when consumed regularly or in large quantities. 2 tablespoons of chocolate spread, a typical serving size, contains a surprising 21 grams of sugar, which is about 5 teaspoons. That's a lot! Again, consuming too much sugar is linked to serious health problems like obesity and type 2 diabetes. Watch out for the fat content too. A 2 tablespoon serving of typical chocolate hazelnut spread packs about 11 grams of fat, with 3.5 grams coming from saturated fat. Those 2 tablespoons of your favorite chocolate spread also add a hefty 200 calories to your daily intake. That means you'll be getting 10% of your daily calories from just 2 tablespoons of chocolate spread. So the solution lies in food labels. Always read the food labels to understand what you're consuming and how much of it you're getting. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to support our mission to help improve your health. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.